Hey y'all, it's Teresa. Thanks for joining me again on my channel for another video. Today I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of show you what a typical morning looks like for me when I don't have anywhere to go or anything to do. And I wanted to share with you my favorite coffee, little syrup, and also what I like to have for breakfast. Fun fact, I'd gotten up earlier and turned the camera on, laid down to try and act like I was getting up, and then fell asleep for real. So when you guys saw me pop up a second ago, I was like, why is the camera on? Because I really did forget that I turned it on. So the first thing that I do when I wake up is I try to read a little bit in my Bible. And I also try to drink a little water. It's always good to try and be hydrated, and it's just something that I like to do. And then I usually look back in my notebook and I'll read over a sermon or something like that from the Sunday before. As you can tell, I am not that good of a morning person. I have to kind of pep myself up to get up in the mornings. But when I'm up, I'm pretty much up unless I'm like extremely tired or something. But the first thing I like to do when I'm finally out of bed is to go ahead and make the bed up. I find that if I can go ahead and make the bed up, then I won't want to lay back down in the bed because I'm not gonna mess the bed up when I've already put all my energy into cleaning it. Next, I like to just light a little candle because I like the house to smell like something is cooking, especially in the fall time. So I just light this candle that I always keep on our coffee table, and then I straighten up the living room. Most nights I straighten up the living room before I go to bed, but on this particular morning I didn't straighten up anything, so I needed to just do a little bit of tidying. Then I like to make some coffee. I have been using this little syrup that I make myself, but I'd ran out. So all I'm doing is making like a simple syrup. I have some water here and I've added some cinnamon, and I've also put some stevia into the water. It's like 2 pinches of stevia and like 4 little sticks of cinnamon. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and this is the pure vanilla extract. If you have like the artificial vanilla, you may need to use a little more. And then I'm just going to let this come up to a boil. After it's kind of been boiling for a while, I just make sure that all the things are marrying together, and then I let it boil a little bit without the lid. So once all of that has kind of boiled up, I'm just going to take a cheesecloth, and I like to wet my cheesecloth a little bit before I pour in the mixture, and then I just pour in a little bit at a time. And this is basically just straining out the stevia leaves, because I do like to use the pure stevia leaves as opposed to stevia extract. And one thing I want to mention, stevia is really a lot sweeter than sugar, but your body doesn't process it the same way, so a little bit goes a long way. Then I just pour it into my jar. Be careful, I got it everywhere. And I just let it cool, and then I'm going to take some extra cinnamon, and I'm going to put this into another little container. This is just for decoration, but I like the way it looks on the coffee bar, especially in the fall time. So then you can just pour it into your coffee and have a sip. So the next thing I like to make a lot for breakfast is like, I guess these are quesadillas. They're like veggie quesadillas. I just take some frozen vegetables that I get from Dollar Tree. It's the little pepper mix. It's the red peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers, and onion. And I like to put those in a skillet, and then when they're soft I kind of push them over to one side of the skillet, and then I put my little quesadilla into the same skillet. Then all I'm going to do is put the veggies on top of the quesadilla, put in a little bit of pepper jack cheese, fold it over, and that's what I've been liking to have for breakfast on those days when I'm home and I'm able to make my own breakfast. So while I'm eating, I usually like to go ahead and check my social media, be nosy on Instagram and Facebook. Y'all know how we all do nowadays. Once I get done eating, I just go on into the bathroom and get dressed. I try to put clothes on during the day, even if I'm not going to go anywhere. I try to at least make myself feel presentable. But on this particular day, I actually went ahead and got dressed because I needed to film a video. So I'm going to go ahead and get dressed, brush my teeth, do my hair. I'm actually going to do my makeup and everything like that so that I'll look presentable on camera, because even though I'm not leaving home, people will be seeing me eventually. Once I'm done getting dressed, I just sat down in this particular day and filmed a video which you guys would have already seen. And then once I finished filming, I just have a seat and edit everything out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Usually when I get through editing is well after lunchtime. So if you enjoy these type of videos, please subscribe. And if you will, I'll see you later. Bye.